we are, MAFT UK. We've got me, Dave and Andy, and we're at Bantam's Lake at Wyreside up in Lancashire. We were supposed to go down to Farlow's this weekend, or this week, but unfortunately one thing led to another, and we've only got a couple of days, and Chris from Carp King 71 doesn't get down there until tomorrow, and it would have meant that it would have been a bit of a wasted trip really. So welcome, carping.
Not expecting carps, but
Yeah, we've got a 48-hour winter social. We've never, well, Dave has fished this quite a while ago. I've never fished this lake before, and I don't think Andy's ever fished this one before. And well, we're just gonna have a few beers, hopefully something out of the water, fingers crossed. The weather is absolutely fantastic. It has forecast snow, and it's currently about 2 degrees maybe. But we'll see how we go. I'm currently on Stella swim. Dave is on Right of Stella. Is it next? What's
it's called Right of Stella.
Called Right of Stella. Yeah, Right of Stella. Stella swim. Don't know why I ended up on this swim. I drink cider. There you go. Anyway, let's go drinking.
Andy's is in Woodies.
Andy's got a woody apparently. Well, he loves fishing.
Yeah, that cup.
No. I've been let in. I found 3 spots. They're only 10.5 wraps, and one's at 14.5 wraps. It is quite weedy still. I'm fishing with pop-ups about 2 inches off the deck, and just in bags, solid bags, and that's how I'm doing it. I'm not baiting up in and around it. I know Dave is. Dave, what are you fishing on?
On the bottom.
You're on the bottom with. Dave's fishing on the bottom with his fishing gear. Thanks for that, Dave.
Cell.
Dave's got, yeah, I hope those shots are aimed at him. Dave's using cell on the bottom, and he's fishing overcorn with signature wafters. And they've had a couple of spods on top of each one. I've not spotted, I've just kept it really, really light. I don't, no particular reason. Perhaps I'm just being a bit lazy. That's how we're doing it. The weather's fantastic. I've never actually fished this place before, but I do like it. It's really comfortable, nice big swims. Yeah, I do like it. It's nice. From what I've seen of it so far, I do think it's okay. I will come back, definitely. I didn't realise this complex was so good and so dedicated for carp fishing, so close to my home. It's about 40 minutes from my front door, which isn't too bad at all. No bait boats, anything like that with me, just the traditional way. Nothing fancy, with a lead and a marker float. I've lost one marker float already. I forgot I'd clipped up and went for a longer cast and lost a lot. There you go, never mind. I'm using solid bags with a floral pop-up. The pop-up's been soaked in betulin for, well, for quite a while now. I think since France, so it's a good few months now. I'm using my own base mix to go in. Bit of crushed pellet, bit of crushed boilie. I've even got some small 10mm boilies that I've put in in the bags as well. So I've got a good little mix in there, and that's how I'm fishing. I'm not spodding out or anything like that. Apologise again for not being able to get down to Farlow's, but the timings all went a bit skew-iffy, so there you go. Just had a phone call. That was Andy and Dave. They've just done a food run, so they've booked dinner for this evening. I don't know what I'm having, but it saves cooking it. I quite like the fact that we can do that too. That's quite interesting. So I've no idea what they've got, I've no idea what they've ordered, I've no idea what we're doing, but if we ain't cooking, well, that's a result. Done enough of that over the last 2 days. I hope you had a Merry Christmas. I hope, if you celebrate Christmas that is, I hope you had a good one. If you didn't, well, sorry about that. I have to give a shout out, I've been told to Charlotte Shepherd. You know, the lass that's got engaged recently to Dan. More commonly known to me as Scruffy Ass or Shetty. I hope you're doing alright, mate. I hope you had a good Christmas, and I wish you a Happy New Year. The pair of you. And Charlotte Carter, mustn't forget Charlotte Carter too. Who else? My brother, Andy. Hello, Andy. I hope you're well. I hadn't spoke to my brother for quite a while, and I gave him a call yesterday. Good to speak to him, and he still lives down in Somerset. So, and what I didn't realise was my brother was also a carp fisherman. I didn't know that. So here I am out in the sticks, and if I catch one, I'll dedicate that one for you, Andy. All right. So good to speak to you yesterday, mate. If you're watching, another shout out has got to be Poppy. Hello Pops, my granddaughter Poppy, who I've just seen over a Christmas period. It was really good to see you, little Pops. I know you watch these videos with your dad. So hello Poppy. And once more the intrepid explorers return.
Chicken curry tonight and chilli tomorrow.
Woohoo! What do I owe you, mate?
30 quid each.
That's a tenner.
Got a charge there, by the way.
Oh, we got our gear in and we're pushing it down. It's all quite warm.
Yeah, as well.
If you're forever packing up or casting, yeah, as soon as you stop it.
That's not a Mad Max.
This is amazing fishing tackle. I can't, from this point of view, it looks like a little tiny car, like a little Bentley.
Is that as far in as it can zoom? It's Brum.
Yeah.
No, it's got two.
Yeah, we're still here.
Here comes dinner. Well, we're hoping.
Alright.
How you doing? You okay?
Alright, you want the food? Oh, I hope so.
Whee!
Like a lifesaver. Stella, that one's got the tree on bottom. Stella, there you go.
Marvellous.
Right. Cheers, pal. Yeah.
Thank you kindly.
See you later.
Well, £5. Are you
Comfortable, yes.
Have you been drinking?
Yes.
So the vacuum of space and the return of the space cowboy.
and is this some of your flutter?
Wash your fingers
No, but can you keep coffee warm forever in a vacuum of space?
No,
in heat.
Well, I thought a vacuum kept the heat in.
it does.
So you
No,
can't
it
keep
cleans.
coffee warm
But
in
heat
space.
transference.
None of us have been there, so
If
we
you
don't know.
get a cold cup and you put hot coffee in a cold cup, does the outside of the cup get warm?
Eventually.
Yes. Well, there's your heat transference from cold to warm.
You think you were sat outside in France now?
Do not
tell you what.
burn your pants on that fire.
It's a really good job you shave your legs. Otherwise, you'd be singeing your leg hair.
Only because I do spinning. Oh, this is nice. I could be in France.
You'll be in A&E in a minute.
I think if he came back.
Currently -3. It's only about 10 o'clock.
But it would change, wouldn't it? It would change with the time.
Wouldn't surprise me if the like freezes over tonight, to be honest.
A bit more or a bit less than what you have for fishing.
Really cold right now.
What is this? I'm alright.
The Christmas glitter is shining, but there we go. We're still up.
I think you'll always support them, won't you?
Of course I will.
That's the
You
main
don't change
thing.
your team, do you?
No.
You change your wife first.
Football talk.
You would.
Not barely.
We've been fishing about 25-26 hours now, and nobody has caught anything on this lake, and on the other lakes as well. There's about 3 or 4 of them. I haven't heard of anybody taking anything out. I'm not surprised really. It is very, very cold. One of the things that we didn't know when we first got here, that over my shoulder, over by the vans that you can see over here, you can see here, and there's a big board, a big sign, and on that sign is a marker showing all the depth of the lake, all the good spots and everything, and we didn't know. We didn't know every lake's got one until earlier today. So I'm actually fishing in the most shallowest part of the lake. But I did find my spots. I did find them. I am down to 6 foot plus, so I'm okay with that. 3 baits on the ground. Well, 3 baits, 3 pop-ups, about 2 inches off the ground. Hasn't produced a bite, a knock, a nibble, and very sweet baits as well, using tutti fruities and a nice little ground mix, which was I made myself, full of tutti fruity mix and everything. That hasn't done anything. I've been using solid bags, fishing for bites, nothing. I did have a knock last night, but that could have been anything. What have I done? I've changed tactics slightly. I've kept 2 of the same spots. Dave has moved down a peg, so Dave's fishing further down. Andy stayed where he is. I think Andy's fishing in the same spots. I'm not even sure if Andy's actually took his out again. But I've gone to an 18-inch zig, just to get it off the floor a little bit more in 6 foot of water. I don't know. And I've also gone into after looking at the map, I've gone into a 10-foot pit. There's a pit just over in the next swim. Now Dave's moved out of his swim and gone down the next one. Well, I'm now fishing into that same spot. I'm fishing into that pit, so we know it's there now. So I found that, and basically that's what we're doing. We're changing tactics, moving baits around, doing a bit of this, bit of that, and that's all we can really do. So it's just a question of keep going, keep looking. Every couple hours maybe move a spot, move a location. I don't know. We'll see. It is cold. It is very, very cold. I think it meant -3 last night. Some pictures I took this morning were terrific, but yeah, it was very, very cold this morning. One thing I didn't mention, I was using sweet tutti fruity baits, but on one of them now I've gone to Secret 7. Secret 7 pop-ups, a lot more krill flavoured pellets. So a little bag of krill, Secret 7, that sort of different flavour, more of a fish meal type bait now as opposed to a sweet one. So I've got one, I've changed that as well. So if that produces, then I can just put everything onto that. But hey, who knows? Warm cider or scrumpy. Cheers. Oh, that's lovely.
Can smell the ammonia.
Horse's piss.
Cold as well.
Cold.
Hello everyone, welcome to another video tutorial. Today's video tutorial is on Beginner's Guide to the Hunter.
What was it?
It's beginner's guide to that game I've got.
Although we didn't go as mad as the previous night, we did eventually finish off some fine spirits and then spent the rest of the evening trying to keep warm. You will also notice you will not see a drop of Baileys anywhere. That's the end of our short session, 2 days on Wyreside Fishery on Bantam's Lake. 2 beeps last night, that was it. Totally switched off the water. Not surprised, I'm not complaining. I mean, when you come to these places at this time of the year and on a lake that you don't know before, well, you expect not to take all the trophies home with you, don't you? So I did my watermanship, I found my spots, and I did what I could. And as I said earlier, it wasn't until later on, 24 hours into the session, that we realised that there was a sign round there showing us where the spots were in the first place. But hey, there you go, that's just the way it is sometimes. Now, we've got to be off within the hour, but I can't see anybody turning up today. I'm sure that they're not really going to be holding a stopwatch to us to make sure we clear the pegs by a particular time. This time of year, so it's a slow, steady pack up. It's going to be a wet one, I'm afraid. There you go. Nothing worse than a wet pack up, but has to be done. I wouldn't mind if it was frosty and cold, but a wet one, not so much fun, are they? Well, let's have a look at my rigs, the ones that didn't work for me this weekend. A little bit of diversity. On one, I had the meaty flavour, krill type flavour pop up on a relatively long hair too. It was, you know, a good couple inches off the ground there. Yeah, Secret 7. That was a Secret 7 pop up with krill and other baits in and around it. I'm afraid that didn't do any good. I tried on the second 24 hour this very simple, very shallow zig setup, 18 inches, there we go, 18-inch pop-up, very sweet beetling, soaked in beetling ever since my last France trip, so that was on an 18-inch line. I was just maybe hoping, you know, it could be just not on the bottom, but maybe a foot or so off the water. Yeah, that didn't work also. Final fluoro pop-up. Where am I? Again, lots of sweet flavours in that one. This was a pineapple, and again, in the bag that it went with it, lots of little sweet things as well. So unfortunately, they weren't taken. Those are my rigs, nothing special, nothing fancy, but unfortunately nothing worked. So there we go, all disappointed, none of us caught anything. 2 days, nothing, not a bip, nothing. It's a shame really that the water beat us, the temperature was real cold. -3 on the first night, rained all last night, it got a little bit warmer, so we, you know, hopes up maybe, but nope, nothing. Despite the rigs I was using, despite Andy's tactics, Dave's tactics, who moved his location as well to try and see if he could better his edges, nothing happened. And also all around the lake, nobody that we seen last night caught a fish. So it was the lake wasn't producing at all last night, and I don't know of anything that's got caught over the last 2 days in any of the lakes. So never mind, that's the way it goes. See you next time, hope you join me again. Until then, see you later, bye bye.